Brain's gone. Brain's gone again.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
God damn it!
How do you do this every time?
Oh no! My brain is literally boomer as hell.
Oh my god, honestly.
I am a boomer in a Zoomer body.
Alright.
Okay, as with every episode on the podcast, we have an interview guest, and today we have the treasurer of the society, Muzz. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm staying hydrated this time.
Oh, we all know. We all.
Yeah.
Yeah, not on the other. Like for some
I was-
reason, I never used to stay hydrated, but now.
I mean, that was Ramadan, wasn't it?
I had
So-
that excuse then, but like, I don't know. I think it's just something about the fact that this PC is a space heater or something. It's just like getting really hot in here.
Oh no, with me living in the attic and like the sun, this room gets so hot. My PC, PS4, 2 PS4s actually. This room is doomed.
Why 2 PS4s?
Why 2 PS4s?
So I had my PS4 that I bought straight away as soon as PS4 got released, and then my brother bought it at like a PS4 like a year ago. So my PS4 was like bashed up and it's bashed up and beat. Let me show you how it looks. Let me grab it.
Oh, we even get the video bit this time.
Yeah. Are they both plugged in?
He's gonna like show us some like snapped in half PS4, I swear.
Oh, dude, it's missing the.
Oh my god.
It's missing the drive cover.
So this is my PS4.
Jesus
Yeah, it's missing.
Christ.
It's missing the cover for the hard drive.
Exactly. Yeah. That's gone. That broke off, and then the piece has been missing ever since.
Dude, do you know how
Yeah.
hard it is to take that off? Like I tried
Yeah, I
to do
used to take it off to actually like.
to change the hard drive, and it took me like a good 30 minutes to just pry it off.
Oh my goodness.
And then this is the new PS4 in it, so
That's,
I might as
that's
well just.
I mean, that's an upgrade, yeah.
Yeah, this one definitely looks nicer. This one's just hair because it's got black ops
How
screen.
did it even get to that state? Like,
Just a lot of me
were you just like
raging.
throwing it around?
No, it's like I rage, but then I keep forgetting that my controller is connected like with a wire, and then
So
that controller gets dropped. The PS4 comes flying with it, and then this happened.
Oh no.
Yeah. That happened
Yeah.
multiple times. I didn't learn my lesson.
Have you seen the PS5 reveal? That happened like
Yeah.
2 days.
It's looking pretty cool.
It's cool.
It is cool. It's expensive though, right?
I don't know. We haven't seen the price yet. I'm not a huge fan of the white and black color scheme. It's
The
got,
white and black. But there is another color scheme, right?
I don't think they've
Was
done
that,
it
was that the
officially
only
yet.
other color scheme?
Josh, you haven't seen it. Imagine like a Wi-Fi router
Imagine
like
a
massive.
router.
and with a disk drive. That's what everyone's calling the PS5.
A router with a disk drive.
Well, there's also
Yeah,
the
legitimately.
I didn't actually watch the reveal because I
yeah,
never
it's
really
fair enough.
Yeah, I didn't watch a reveal, but I saw all the memes coming after it.
Yeah, I actually
There were
watched
a lot
it.
of memes.
I thought it was really cool. Like some of the games that are coming out for the PS5 are actually insane. Like new Spider-Man, the new Resident Evil.
the last Spider-Man game was really good, right?
Yeah, it was
Everyone
brilliant.
liked
Yeah, that was good.
I've almost 100%ed it, but it's just like I'm doing like a bunch of side quests now.
Oh, okay. It
It
was
was amazing.
I mean, I didn't play it because it was on console, and it also is a single-player game. So
I mean, there was a really good game that came out. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, like Horizon Zero Dawn. Apparently, it's coming to PC sometime this year.
Oh yeah. I didn't play it either, but it looked pretty. It was a pretty
I
looking
played
game.
a bit of it, and I think it's good, but I just don't think it's as good as like other people are saying it is.
don't know. I mean, it was a console exclusive, right? So
Yeah.
never even looked into buying it.
Doesn't mean it's
Like I
a bad
have,
thing.
you can't like. No, I don't even. I never got an Xbox One or any of like the latest gen consoles. I had a 360, which I played Skyrim on for like a month, and then I got a PC and became an epic Minecraft gamer for like 5 years. So, but I never really used my console other than to like play Halo at a friend's house, and then cry about being screen cheated or something. But that's how it be.
Yeah, I mean,
I just used to spam Call of Duty on console and stuff.
Which Call of Duty did you get up to?
I stopped at Black Ops 2.
Oh, dude,
Black
same.
Ops 2, Black Ops 3, like around then.
I stopped at Black Ops 2, came back for Black Ops 3, and a bit of Black Ops 4. And then Modern Warfare came, which was actually kind of good.
I played some Black Ops 4 actually. I got that on Battle.net. That was fun just because I would only play hardcore pistol only. Because the starting pistol they give you basically one shots in hardcore anyway. So I would just run around the map and kind of click heads in, typical FPS coordinator style.
Came back for Warzone though. Warzone was pretty fun. I can't deny that.
I never played much. I think I only played like 2 games of Warzone. It was kind of fun. I like the mechanics.
I play it from time to time. In my opinion, it's like the best battle royale because there's a lot of opportunities to respawn.
Yeah, with the gulag and then people buying you back.
With the gulag and then people can buy you back. And if people can't buy you back, but you survive a bounty or something, then you can get
then your whole
as well.
Yeah, with respawn.
So like actually you queue a game and you can get pretty late game reliably, even if you die a couple of times, which is nice. Because usually, even with Apex, which has a respawn system, like you can only respawn once, and it's really hard to get.
I'm pretty sure you can respawn twice.
In Apex,
no, you can respawn an infinite amount of times, but your reboot card kind of like decays after a while.
Oh yeah.
So as long as they keep getting your card, then you're fine.
But it's really hard to get gear, right? When you drop back in, like in Warzone. You just get a loadout drop and that's that, right? Like that's free gear, and they're dotted around the map always. So
the thing is with Apex respawn is that it makes such a large sound and like a queue that people are getting respawned there, and then you can't fly anywhere except for on that spot. Yeah. So you're just kind of screwed.
Yeah,
everyone just rushes you. Free kills.
I would play Warzone more if the file size wasn't as big as it is.
Oh, it's so long. So, 30, 40 GB? I just did a 40 GB update on PS4.
Yeah, it's mad.
Just an update. Ridiculous. It's not even the old game, just an update. It's insane.
I can't believe games are actually that size.
Yeah, well, on console, I'm pretty sure they're going to get smaller.
I don't know. I mean,
I've heard that, because of the SSD, what they would do for for example, say in a map they have 5 of the same stop sign, right? Because of the limitations of the hard drive, they have to put that same stop sign in 5 different places.
Really?
In the file, just so that it's quick enough for them to load it in.
Is that actually how they do it?
I'm pretty sure that's what they do. They have to duplicate files quite often so that it's easily accessible from the hard drive.
No way, is that how that actually works?
Apparently, I think I heard it from Mark Cerny's tech dive when he was talking about the PS5. He said something like that. They have to put multiple of the same file in, but with the SSD, when it comes out for consoles, they only have to put one in, and because the access speed is so fast, they can just quickly load it in. So it should shrink the size, not by a lot.
That sounds really weird.
But
I would never think
it sounds very viable in a console.
But I suppose whatever you need to do to make it work. I guess if you got it from a reliable source.
Yeah, this was from the PlayStation 5 architect.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be a huge, substantial decrease, but it will be a decrease, I think.
Well, I guess we'll see when we get the next-generation consoles.
I mean, right now, I'm downloading The Last of Us 2 for tomorrow, and it is 78 gig.
But that is a really long story game, right?
Yeah.
With a lot of content.
It's about 20 hours, which isn't too bad.
Okay.
Do you really think it's 78 gigs though? I feel like that's way too much.
I've checked online to see what it is, and I'm downloading it. It said 78 gigs to download fully.
Is that on PC?
This is on PS4. It's The Last of Us 2.
What would it be on PC?
Well, I don't think The Last of Us is coming to PC.
Oh yeah, it's just console exclusive.
It's a PlayStation exclusive.
PlayStation exclusive. I never played any of the Last of Us games. I recently downloaded Dark Souls 3.
Dark Souls 3.
That's a game and a half.
I played an hour of that, and I was like, "What the fuck am I doing? How do I
I
play
played
this game?"
hour of that, and I just got my ass beat 24/7. I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
I had amazing beginner's luck, and I beat the first boss without dying. And then when I played this on PC on a friend's PC, and then when I bought the game for myself on PS4, I died about 6 times.
Were you playing with mouse and keyboard on PC?
Yes.
Because that makes the game like much harder at a beginner level.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't know how I did it. I was just thinking,
Definitely
dodge
easier
roll,
on a
dodge roll,
controller.
dodge roll.
It's much easier if you've got a
But
controller.
it was a complete fluke on PC when I did it. Yeah, and I mean, I played Dark Souls 3. I've played a fair amount of Bloodborne on PS4.
Oh, I forgot that was a game.
I am excited for the new Demon Souls, which has been teased. So like the series, like the game before Dark Souls, is being remastered.
Oh, okay. Is it so? It's another Souls-like.
It's a remake of the. Do you know how like they did Dark Souls Remastered, where they basically took the first game and they just did like a HD texture upgrade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one they're actually remaking it from the ground up with like proper assets.
Okay.
But it should be the same like Demon Souls thing.
I don't know. You will not catch me playing that because number one, it's a Souls-like, and number two, it's a single-player game.
Yeah, I'm not really into single player games. I like to play like competitively.
I played Doom 2016. That was kind of it.
And like an hour of Doom Eternal.
No, I do have like 8 hours in Doom Eternal or something, but yeah, but like it's not. I didn't enjoy Doom Eternal as much as I enjoyed Doom 2016. That's because it's harder. Like it's hard. Wow. That's literally it though. Like Doom 2016, like you just run around with a shotgun.
You have 6 hours. I have. I put 24 hours in just to like. I completed it on Nightmare and unlocked everything.
Right.
And, like every collectible and stuff, and it was.
It's a much better game, but I
like it a lot more because it's much faster paced. I think.
Yeah.
It rewards a lot more like mechanical skill.
Yeah, sound.
I realized that once I managed to complete it on Nightmare, my mechanical skill improved a little bit.
Fair. Literally, like, the only single-player game I've ever played is, like, Doom 2016. That's the only single-player game I've ever finished. I'm hoping to finish Cyberpunk when that drops, but we'll see.
No promises from you.
We'll see if that actually happens.
I will complete it 100%. When it comes to that.
Cyberpunk is something that I'm kind of super into, so
yeah, I think most gamers are looking forward to Cyberpunk.
Yeah, it should be good. I mean, CD Projekt Red, right? So that's kind of all that needs saying.
They put a lot of effort into The Witcher 3, and it really showed. Just because of how like, especially like the side quests in that game were just so like they weren't generic compared to many other games where the side quests are just like the same 4 or 5 activities.
Like go here, get thing, come back.
Or like go here, kill this person, come back, or collect this. It's like it has a bit of like character to each side quest.
I don't know. We'll see. I'll be buying it, but that might just be wasted 40 quid. I don't know. we'll see. I do intend to like come back and finish Doom Eternal. I keep on meaning to, and I keep on not doing it, especially at the moment because I'm spamming Valorant really hard.
You are busy with like there's a lot of Valorant tournaments starting now.
Yeah, there's literally 3 tournaments in the space of like a month. Yeah.
Is that weekly?
There's 2 weekly ones, and there's the
NSE.
The NSE one is an entire tournament across 2 days. So Saturday there's a Swiss it's like a 7-round Swiss from 1 p.m. until 7 p.m. on Saturday, and then there's an entire bracket on Sunday.
That sounds fun, to be fair, but that's gonna be long.
It's gonna be intense, yeah.
That's an endurance test right there.
And that's in the middle of the other 2 tournaments that run on Monday and Thursday nights every week. So there's a lot of Valorant going on, and that doesn't even include like the team training that I'm trying to do for the first team as well, and the second team are doing kind of well with their training.
Sure.
Okay. Well, first team is going relatively well, I think. So
put a question mark next.
Put a question mark. All right.
Yeah.
But team number 3, are they just
Team 3
chilling?
are just
Third
doing
team
it.
are just a casual team. They're gonna
They're
like
just
turn
playing
up.
for fans.
Yeah, they're gonna turn up, use the Bucky all game, and
Mm.
BM in chat or something.
They're gonna feed everyone to Adri.
Yeah, I put Adri down as the hard carry in the roster
hard
as
carry,
well.
yeah, so that-
It's the hard carry. There's no question about it.
I tried to give everyone roles in the roster, but I didn't really like know where people fit in the second and third teams. So I was like, I'll just put Adri down as a hard carry. I'm sure the joke will be appreciated.
Well, like everyone was like IGL 1 fragger 2 support, and then
And a lurk.
lurk.
Yeah.
And then first, I'm like, oh, by the way, we don't have any fraggers besides our IGL.
Yeah, which isn't
support.
really the ideal.
Mm-mm.
But oh well, make it work.
What it was supposed to be was because Jono was main team, but then he has to be a sub. What we were basically gonna do was just we feed everyone to Jono and
Jose. Yeah.
And
I mean, it's a
just
strat,
be like,
right?
yeah, just let them kill
It
everyone.
works.
I mean, that's how it works in like League, right? You just leave the kills to your carries.
Yeah, to the main carries, get
Yeah.
them as much money as they can, and then just support them to win.
Because I normally like in any like FPS or anything or any like even in League I play support all the time just because I don't want to be held accountable for getting kills. I mean, I want to support our team and make sure that we achieve victory.
Yeah.
My role in League is a bit weird. It's jungle, which is like supporting all the lanes at the same time, but also getting kills. It's a bit weird. So it's like
very technical.
Yeah.
Thing. But wasn't there like a whole thing about Tyler One saying that your job was so easy?
No, jungle. It's a very broken role. Like you should be able to climb really easy on jungle, like compared to every other role, because you're legit just you just abuse someone who's playing bad to get ahead and then just abuse that and win. But yeah, Tyler One, he got challenger off jungle and then just started flaming everyone, saying it's too easy. Which is true. It's too easy.
I mean, that's just Tyler One being Tyler One.
I mean, think right. Supports in like League of Legends, right? You're not like you will get kills, but like that's not the expectation, right?
Yeah.
Like
Really?
like if your like carries die at the start of a team fight or something, but they've got everyone low, you should like maybe get. I don't know what I'm saying, but
Yeah, it's like
you might get a kill off that.
You should confirm the kill. Like try to get a kill if no one else can get a kill. But if they can get the kill and you get a kill, you'll get flamed for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit.
That's not at all how it works in FPS.
I get a lot of unintended kills as support because I played the easiest support in my opinion, which was have a guess which support you thought I played in League.
If it's the easiest support, then it's Yumi.
Yeah. No, it wasn't Yumi.
It's not Yumi.
It was what's her name? Is it Sona?
Sona, okay.
Yeah, I played Sona just because it's so easy. You just press Q, W, and E as fast as you can, and just put all the buffs everywhere.
Yeah, no, a lot of Sonas just got unintentional kills. And then,
I always get it with my Q by accident.
in FPS, supports are very much like refragging type situation. Like if you go behind the fragger, so they get the first kills, but then like if the fragger doesn't get if the fragger gets killed, then you're supposed to refrag. That's kind of the strat, but
it's like in shooters, it's just like whoever gets kills, right?
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, like you should try and you should be enabling the most mechanically skilled players to get kills, but
yeah, there's
whoever gets kills get kills. Like it's not.
Yeah, there's like certain circumstances. Like for example, if you're really close to, I would say like if you're close to getting a
ult point,
like an ult point for it to get your ultimate, and both of you are in perfect situations to get the kill. I think maybe the support could try and give an argument saying, "Let me get the kill."
Yeah, it doesn't really change much. Like,
it doesn't really.
Whoever who gets the because in League, right, you get like a massive economy bonus if you get a kill, right?
Yeah,
you get a load of gold, but you get 300 credits in Valorant, which
isn't
you
much
can just
at all.
And
like it's
I don't know,
not.
it doesn't really matter because you can like buy other people guns and
And
stuff.
yeah,
like
you can just straight up buy other people weapons and
Yeah.
shit. Like it doesn't matter.
Also known as my CS:GO strat.
Your CS:GO strat, the deagle only, and then
Eagle only.
Sam literally plays like a banker when he plays CS.
Yeah,
If you're in
it's
a
great.
5 stack, you just buy deagle only, but everyone else on the team always has an AK to be dropped. It's a terrible strat at a high level, but
Yeah, it's
when
it's
you're
not-
gold 2, it doesn't matter.
It's not sustainable.
Oh,
Yeah.
but FPS, like, just get kills, right?
Yeah, what I play is just whoever I see in front of me, I just kill.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Is it's not who gets the kills; it's about enabling kills. Like that's it's about using utility to enable kills. That's kind of the point, rather than trying to, forcing certain people to get kills. Of course, like Sam said, there's like ultimate economy, right? But a more reliable way to do that is to get map control and get the ult points rather than try and get kills.
Ult points, or
What do you think about the Sage nerfs? The Sage nerfs were like,
Yeah, I mean they're putting her through the ground, right? But
yeah.
at the same time, she's on every team comp.
Yeah, no, like she definitely needed the nerfs, but they nerfed her so much that it's just getting a bit too much now at this point.
I heard a lot. I heard someone on the dev team saying that she isn't supposed to. Once they've made all the agents, she's not going to be the main healer. From what I've heard,
Really?
apparently there's going to be someone who's like a slightly more substantial healer. She's supposed to be a better like staller,
Controller,
than a
yeah.
healer.
Yeah, because the other two abilities are definitely stalling abilities.
I think if they introduce another healer, Sage might be getting a few more buffs to like bring it maybe a bit more to a healer or something. But I think because she was so like because her ability to do basically everything.
Yeah.
She could stall amazingly. She's got brilliant heals, and her resurrect is like it could shift the balance in the game.
Yeah, across around, yeah.
So yeah, I think just because she has so much influence on the game itself and the meta, that it's kind of understandable.
Well, she needs nerfing though, right?
But
like
it does.
You want some variety in a comp, and like there's no
played every single game.
Yeah, literally every team comp every team comp that wants to win the game has a Sage in it, which is
you have people ranked saying please pick Sage, please pick Sage.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't want 100% pick rate on Sage because it's just terrible balance. So
if we get another healer, then it's going to be a lot more thinking. I think maybe this healer might be a bit more of an offensive one. This is just me like theory crafting here.
Yeah.
Like if we got a more offensive one, then we'd be thinking, okay, we've got a lot of offensive capability. Do we want a Sage to be like a staller, or we're playing a lot of like more defensive characters? Should we use this new healer who's more attack centric? More fight centric.
I mean, as a Sage main, it hurts to see her get nerfed into the ground, but at the same time, it like fully makes sense. And
because the initial really nerfs I found that was all right, and then they nerfed the slow as well, right? The slow.
Yeah, I mean,
was during the beta, wasn't it?
Like,
yeah, it was done later. The most recent patch.
The most recent patch, they nerfed the wall, so you can only its cast range was decreased from 20 meters to 10.
Oh.
But again, I think that was a good nerf because like it feels very different. Like I was like, okay, that probably won't be too much of a nerf, but like actually, it feels so shit when you try and put down a wall. But I see why they've done it because it basically let you get free control of a lot of the map, like right off the round start, which is kind of ridiculous.
It makes you go into like slightly more disadvantageous position in order to block off an area.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you could be hiding somewhere perfectly and then just block off somewhere super far away.
Well, it's meant to like the ability is meant to defend map control rather than gain more map control, right?
Yeah.
So, but like you could literally put it down off round start and like a short on bind, right? By the TP, you used to be able to like wall off at the far side of that from like if you're a defender, and you would have control of the whole of short right from the round start, which is kind of strong because like I don't really like using my wall right off the bat. I think it's kind of wasted because you don't know where they're going to be. But like, it's free map control that you don't really deserve. And like you can, like, or like in showers, you could wall deep enough without exposing yourself to put the wall down and get the orb. I mean, you might actually still be able to do that. I haven't tried it, but it's ridiculous. She needs a nerf. Everyone was crying about Reyna being OP when they dropped Reyna, but she just pub stomps. Like,
Yeah.
she's a bit
when
of
it gets to like actual like competitive player, it's not as OP.
Yeah, we don't run like.
You know, run Reyna.
We don't run Reyna on the first team. No, like it's. When we play, like, we might run Reyna when we do this, when we're in the Swiss stage, because she's got insane fragging potential, and that works well against teams who are just trying to run frags, which is probably what will happen more at the lower levels. But like when you actually have a team strategy, she doesn't really offer too much in terms of utility for the team.
A lot of her abilities are very selfish.
Yeah, which is why I don't like running her. And it's the same reason I don't really like running Jet either. I mean, Jet's been buffed, so she's not.
But like, if you
That's
look
bad,
at it, like, out of all four of their abilities, only one of their abilities for both Reyna and Jet support the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we're speaking of like
compared to
Raze as well,
Sage.
who has zero utility.
Yeah, to the other initiators, or sorry, duelists, you got Phoenix, who has, I think, 3 of his abilities help.
I mean, like, we don't even run Phoenix, to be honest, because I just don't think his utility is good enough in a team setting. We prefer to run like Breach, because
Breach is really good.
He's like a fragger in disguise, honestly. He's like an a duelist or an initiator in disguise.
Yeah.
Well, I think Phoenix is okay. I feel like his abilities are better used on almost every other operator, let's say agent. So like, Breach's flashes are like 1,000,000 times better than Phoenix's.
Yeah.
I think Viper's wall's better than Phoenix's.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
And I think I don't know, is Brimstone's Molly better than Hot Hands?
It depends on how you're using it.
I think it burns faster than Phoenix Molly and can go further.
Like the Hot Hands is very good for doing like overwall lineups and stuff, because after a certain time it just drops straight down.
It drops straight down and plummets.
So it's really like, if you like if you're on if you're gonna like attack short A on bind, there's like, you know how like there's all the bags of spice and stuff. You can like stand on top of those, throw a molly basically like into the sky. If it were a brimstone molly, it would land probably outside the map. But because it's a Phoenix molly, you throw it and it drops straight down, and then it lands on short cubby, which is like huge. It's useful. It's kind of good for aggressing, because it doesn't. It's got a really short travel time, so you don't have to like wait for it to pop like you do for a brimstone molly. But because when you line up brimstone mollies, they take like 3 or 4 seconds to drop, but a hot hands will take 1 second, like at most, which is kind of nice. But like I said, we don't even run Phoenix that much, so like Phoenix is, his flashes are, they're okay, but Breach flashes are much better.
They're really predictable. Phoenix's flashes.
Yeah,
you know that once he uses it, he has to basically push immediately afterwards.
And it's really hard to support a team with them as well, because like if you're playing like Haven, right? You're trying to attack A site. You're the Phoenix coming from short. You can only flash close to you. But if you're like a Breach, you can flash on the boxes like straight across from the short exit, if that makes sense. Like, and that'll flash most of sight, and that'll help your teammates pushing from long as well. Like, it's so much more useful. Like, if you have a solo fragger, then it works, but that only works in like solo queue ranked, where you don't really have a team.
When Breach first came out, I didn't think much of him, honestly. I didn't think it was that great, but then, as the game progressed...
I mean, once you understand to use the agents, like...
it's like you realize like he is one of the best agents.
It's like everyone was playing Jet at the start because she looks cool, but like she's actually underpowered as hell. At least in beta, like they've buffed her a lot now, so she's kind of meta. She's way more useful. She's still very selfish and frag focused, but I think she has more to offer the team than almost definitely than a Reyna. Like Reyna's flashes are, I don't even think that's strong, as long as there's more than one person there.
Yeah, one just shoots the eye, one
exactly. Yeah, like it's not that.
It's also quite predictable. Like Phoenix's, if you know that she's pushing, like she's putting the layer, she's gonna peek, so you can just pre-fire it.
Exactly. Yeah.
You get the kill.
Like the breach flashes can literally come from anywhere. Like they have to be on a surface, but
they still pop pretty quick as well.
They pop so quickly, and
I think they last longer than Phoenix's.
They last long.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's longer than Phoenix, but
I think it's a bit.
They feel like they last
ages. They're really punishing if you actually full flash someone with it.
Yeah.
Which is why we run Breach a lot. And we obviously run Sage in every comp because she's still meta. Like they're basically gonna have to take away like one of her slows to make her not meta, I think. Like that's how far the nerfing is gonna have to go.
If they take away one of those slows, she's being crippled. She's like It's like Blackbeard from Siege, just getting nerfed and nerfed and nerfed.
Yeah, okay, but at the same time, Blackbeard was stupid.
Blackbeard's like completely against the whole ethos of the game.
Yeah.
Sage isn't.
Did you ever play Siege, Muzz?
I played a couple of games, played Recruit, so you know.
Yeah,
fair enough.
I didn't get too far in.
But yeah, like, but the whole idea is like, you know, that Siege has one-shot headshots, right? Like, and it doesn't matter where you are or like what gun you're using. One shot to the head will kill someone.
Yeah.
Well, Blackbeard, his whole idea is like he's got a shield right in front of his face that absorbs bullets, so you can't headshot him.
I mean, what was really bad is like he's okay, and he's not really that good anymore because they nerfed him through the floor. But
yeah,
when they first released him, the shield had like 800 HP.
800 HP.
So how much bullets is that?
That's like a mag dump to get rid of it.
An entire mag would go into the build and it would not break.
It's like it was. I don't know who made that design decision, but clearly it was someone who'd never actually played the game because it was
stupid. It was
stupid.
dumb.
Talking of Siege though, I have been crying about it for like a month now about it being a bogged game, but Ubisoft are actually stepping up now, so you know.
Do you hate it slightly less now?
I hate it slightly less, but Ubisoft are actually stepping up. Like, yeah, okay, we'll fix the sound. We'll, you know, there was something about netcode as well. Yeah.
Do you know what they considered like acceptable latency?
What?
110.
110 is acceptable.
110 they considered was acceptable ping.
Well, that's dumb.
It's dumb. It's stupid.
Acceptable ping is like 40.
Yeah. I don't know how bad ping affects the league, but like in an FPS, an acceptable ping is like 30 or 40. Yeah, like that's the max you'd really want to be playing on before Pika's advantage gets really ridiculous. How 110? Are you like? Is that real?
I saw this on. I think it was on the official like
Jesus Christ.
I want to check. Let's see, because it was on their status report.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, 110 is way too.
If that's acceptable ping, then why am I not playing on NA servers? Like,
yeah, I remember I'm probably be playing on NA servers next year. So that's.
Well, I mean, you'll be in NA though.
I'll be in NA. That's the reason.
So.
I'm just hoping I've got Ethernet over there because I think like if I'm in a village, I'm screwed.
If you're in a Canadian village, you probably won't have internet connection.
I'm gonna run my mobile data budget through the sky.
Oh my god! If you even have any reception.
Reception. That's the thing.
Like, are you not like in Toronto or something? Or
okay, so what you have to do in the application process, they were clear on it. It's like, hey, there's a good chance you might not be in the city. Right. It's just bad. But I put mine, so like I put Quebec city as like the.
Oh yeah, I suppose you would be in French Canada.
Yeah, and then
that's kind of the point.
Then I put like a town, because I thought, okay, it's a town. It's probably got internet connection. Maybe not the best internet connection, but it's gonna have internet. because it's like a town of like 100,000 people, something like
Right.
Yeah, that should happen to
that.
me.
So that should have fine. But then like the last one is like, hey, can you pick an entire region in Quebec? So like it's like, okay, so imagine saying, oh, where do you want to go? The southeast,
Yeah.
somewhere in the southeast, or
And you.
somewhere in Cornwall,
Oh, that is very yikes.
or Scotland.
Scotland. That's what that's probably closer to like the truth.
Yeah, it's just like okay, I remember what it was spelt like, but it's I don't remember how you spell it because it's so weird.
Is it like a French spelling that has
it's a
10
French
silent
spelling.
letters?
It's OUTAOUAIS. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 vowels.
Oh my god. And this is the place that you...
This is the place I put because it's
Right.
like close to America. It's like it's southern.
You know what you can do though if you live in Canada? 6 Invitational Montreal, right?
I might be going to say I might be going to
Well,
SA
there you
this
go.
time.
That's a profit. Even
Mhm.
if you have no internet for the rest of the year, would it be worth it?
I will be going to SI. I mean, I still like Siege, so
That's fair. I don't know. Comp scene is kind of scuffed
Comp
because
scene-
Ubisoft kicked like 3 North American teams out of Pro League, but
I think it was like, what was it, EG, Luminosity, and
Reciprocity.
Yeah.
Why did they kick them?
Just like communication.
They
about
just
the,
they just fucked up communication between the teams. It was really weird.
And then they were just, and then I think one of the team members from, I think it was Rec, was just like, we need to let everyone know about it, and broke his NDA to let everyone know.
Yeah, it was some weird like stuff. Like Luminosity only had 4 players or something, so they were like, "Oh, we probably can't do it." So Ubisoft go over to another team and are like, "Yo, do you want to play Pro League?" And they're like, "Yeah, okay." And so after saying "Yeah, okay," Ubisoft like go radio silent or something, and it turns out the Luminosity actually did have 5 players. I think this could be completely wrong, but Luminosity turn around to Ubisoft and go, "Yeah, we have 5 players," and then Ubisoft go, "Hold on a minute, we filled your space with another team." But that other team didn't actually get confirmation on that. So they were like, well, I guess we're not doing Pro League, so like let's go home. So they all like left the team house or something, and it was so messed up. But like,
I mean, like,
that made me lose so much respect for Ubisoft Montreal. Though. Like they managed to fuck it up so bad. I don't even know how they messed around with the
I
third
think
team.
messed up
But
that bad.
yeah.
Like one of the teams, EG, has been there since like they're like OG. They've been there since the
Yeah,
start
and they've
of...
stopped playing Siege. Evil
I think
geniuses of...
I think Young moved to a different team, like a smaller team. But like
Yeah, but
NVK,
Evil Geniuses as an organization have given up on...
they won the first 6 Invitational
Yeah.
as continual.
But they've
And
totally
they
given up
won.
on Siege now.
Which was very sad.
I don't really blame them, to be honest.
Yes. It was really like we had like such high expectations for Siege when SI was going on, because you know they were just promising so much good stuff. But then,
and then after that, it just...
with like, you know, the whole thing with the NA rosters, whatever the hell happened to Ying.
Yeah.
And then just like general just like disregard for the community. Well, appeared apparent disregard.
It's fucking awful.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I think they're starting
awful.
to listen now a bit more. Now they're realizing that everyone's leaving because they aren't listening.
Because everyone's going to Valorant, which is a game that actually works.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, there's a bit of a Pika's advantage problem or something, but it's nowhere near as bad as Siege's, where you can literally mag dump someone and they'll take no damage. Oh, Sam's being given his food. It's lunchtime, I think. Oh, exciting stuff. I can't believe how much Ubisoft messed up Siege, but oh well.
Yeah, Siege, from what I remember, was a good game, but
it's a fun game. Like, the idea is great, but the execution is awful. Like that's what it comes down to. And for some reason they decided they were gonna make it on the same engine as Assassin's Creed, rather than something that is like designed for multiplayer, like multiplayer shooters.
Yeah, multiplayer shooters. Because they did have Assassin's Creed Unity, which did have multiplayer, but then again, Assassin's Creed Unity was dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire. Honestly, like
it was terrible.
I just don't know. I don't understand. This is why we like Riot Games managed to do everything right, and Ubisoft managed to do everything wrong. It's just,
Yeah.
I mean, there are some questionable like choices at Riot Games for
Because
Valorant.
there wasn't the higher up who got fired for like his take on the recent, the current political affairs.
No clue.
There was a
I wouldn't know.
He made fun of like a BLM protest or something.
I don't pay attention to politics, I'll be honest.
Well, it was about Riot Games, so that's why I paid attention.
I heard there was like long time ago there was like a lot of sexism in Riot Games. That
wasn't there like a big Kotaku article or something about it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Don't know. I never saw that, but I'm sure it happened probably.
Don't worry, guys. I'm a professional. Professionals eat podcast.
Professionals eat on the podcast.
Show off the lunch. Let's see the lunch.
Oh,
what is the lunch?
It's just standard. It's just standard. It's literally just yeah. Fish fingers, beans.
Fair. I like the fish fingers. I was sort of expecting like, you know,
something Asian.
No. I was expecting you to like lift up the plate, like angle it so the camera can see it, and then just everything slides off. But
I told you, I'm a professional.
I'm a professional. Fair enough.
I'll be professional.
I mean, Valorant's a good game, right?
Valorant's a good game. Yeah. Also, really like the that trailer they did on launch.
Oh, that trailer was really good. What Jet vs
It was like
yeah, it was
I got a lot of like the Spider-Verse movie.
Yeah, I got vibes from that.
Yeah, talking about animation, I know that Muzz is a fan of a certain type of animation.
Anime,
isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure Josh won't be able to.
This is the part of the conversation that I'm not involved in. Yeah.
Yeah. You talk about like Pokemon or something because that was an anime.
Yeah. Well, I probably didn't. I didn't watch that either.
Oh, that's sad.
You didn't watch Pokemon?
No. Really? Well, like, okay, I watched it, but I don't really remember any of it. Like.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to remember too much Pokemon either, to be fair.
I suppose that counts as an anime, but I wouldn't say I've watched any anime.
I still have the Pokemon games there and everything.
Yeah, I was like I think I played Pokemon during like the DS era.
Yeah, I started all the way from Game Boy.
Oh, dude, I think my friend had a Game Boy for Pokemon. But yeah, how long have you been watching anime for?
Let's see. Well, I basically grew up on it, like Dragon Ball Z and stuff.
Yeah.
I remember watching it when I was like in year 4. So how long is that? Like 12 years.
Longest time ago.
Yeah.
It's a commitment.
Yeah, I can barely remember most of the animes that I've watched because it's been that long. But all the new ones I've watched, basically.
Yeah.
I read a bit of manga, some light novels, but that's about it.
Yeah, I was like video games. I was introduced to anime from my dad because he was a massive nerd.
Straight up, massive nerd. Fair enough.
So yeah, he still plays video games. He mostly plays Gears of War now. And I think he started playing Resident Evil again.
Coach.
Is that why you're super into Resident Evil as well? Then, so?
Oh, actually, no. That was my uncle who got me into Resident Evil.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I played like Resident Evil 4 on the Wii, and that was like being the chainsaw guy for the first time. Oh, that was like you never thought you'd like. It's just so simple. Like he just one-shots you immediately if you don't keep him away.
Yeah.
It was a brilliant like mechanic of just making sure you keep your distance away from the enemy. But yeah, he got me into anime from when not year 4. I was 4, I believe, when I first watched Dragon Ball. So I've been watching it. I watched it from when I was 4, and then like intermittently on like there was like the show before Disney XD. It was like Jetix.
Jetix,
yeah. They showed a lot of like the big like Naruto, Bleach.
Yeah.
all like the big like normie anime.
Yeah, like mainstream animes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I think when I was on holiday. I don't know why I remember this. I was on holiday in Turkey, and then all of a sudden I remembered. Wait, I remember I used to watch anime. Why did I stop? So I was in year. I think I was like it was some holiday of year 8. So I started watching anime in year 9 properly. And it's been on and off. Like I used to catch up with like all the anime whenever it's like airing for like a couple of years, and I dropped it, and then I picked
Yeah.
up again. But I've
I
also
feel like most people just go through the on and off kind of stage.
yeah, I'm in the off stage right now. I haven't watched like anime properly in like a couple months, so I'm not caught up at all with like anything modern right now.
Fair.
Someone tried to get me into it at some point, but I was just like never into it.
It's not for everyone.
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, it's definitely not for everyone, but you know, it's fine.
I mean, I give recommendations, but like if they say they just don't want to watch it, it's fine.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna force them watch anime. It's like the most amazing thing. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. It's up to you.
I was gonna say I never really enjoyed cartoons, to be honest, but
Fair enough.
yeah, like
More of a Disney Channel guy.
yeah, pretty much actually. Yeah,
Disney Channel was good, to be fair, back in the day anyway. Now Disney Channel is garbage, but
It's trash. It's trash.
what can you do?
I don't know. I haven't watched TV in years. Like literally not. Like the last TV I watched. Okay, the last TV I watched was I watched the esports version of Formula One. On TV whenever like this week sometime because my dad had it on and I was like, huh, okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. But like, pretty much the only TV I watch is actually Formula One. Otherwise, I'm like on Netflix rewatching something for like the umpteenth time.
No, that's me as well. Yeah. I rotate between How I Met Your Mother, Friends, and Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I just rotate.
Yeah, I I haven't watched anything new in a long time, to be honest. I finished watching The Office like halfway through term 1, but like that was the most recent new thing that I actually watched. But I mean that was good. It was actually worth watching, but apparently some people hate it. I thought it was like the funniest thing ever. But
I haven't watched it, but I know a lot of memes came from it.
Yeah, I know. There's a whole subreddit. I keep getting recommended it when I'm scrolling through popular. It's like I'm always getting like memes from The Office. It's like I'm starting to get it now just because there's so many of them being shoved in my face.
It's really like it was really funny, like, but it was one of those things. It's like a bit of just kind of like random shit happens, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? But like, it's funny either way.
Yeah, I started like on TV. I only really watch the news and like certain documentaries, but not often. I watch some nature documentaries, but it's mostly like you know the industry stuff. So like where food comes from and like.
I'm more of a YouTube documentary guy.
And then on Netflix, I'm halfway through The Witcher. I think it's really good, but I just can't.
Oh, I did watch that actually. That's true.
I can't bring myself to finish it for some reason. Like every time I want to watch a new episode, I'm just like, could I be doing anything else?
Right, for me, having no knowledge really of The Witcher other than like knowing the name Geralt of Rivia, I kind of didn't really know what was going on. Like it jumps a lot in terms of like timings and stuff, which was really weird. Like it was hard to follow because I didn't really know what was happening. Like I knew names, but that was kind of it. Like I don't think it stands very well on its own. I think you need to have like played the game to know what's happening,
or read the book because it was originally
or read the book. Yeah, like you need to have some background knowledge for it to be consumable. It was really like, you know, it was well done and it was good to watch, but like it felt like they were trying to I don't really.
There was like a barrier of entry.
Yeah, it kept on jumping from bits with Geralt to bits with Ciri running around the forest, and I'm like, are these happening at the same time? Turns out they're not. But I had no clue what was happening, and like characters kept on showing up that were in Ciri's timeline, but like were somewhere completely different in like Geralt's timeline. It was really weird because I didn't know what was happening.
And I mean, the other show I'm watching on Netflix is actually an anime, but I'm watching it very infrequently. It's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Maybe you've heard of a JoJo meme. I don't know if you have.
There's a lot of JoJo memes. You must have heard of JoJo.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, there's the whole meme that everything in essence is a JoJo meme.
I mean, I know JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a thing, but I cannot claim to have any knowledge of it.
It's very odd. I'm still on the first part, and it's the first couple episodes were very meme heavy.
Right.
Like you could see that, you know, people made a lot of memes from the first couple episodes, but then I think just because I haven't advanced far enough into the story, I haven't got to the part where like all the actual meat and bones of the series are at. Because I think in the first two parts they were trying to figure out what he wanted to do with the series, and then when he got to part 3, that's where like it properly started happening. And I'm not just started that part yet.
I haven't watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so I wouldn't be able to know.
It's weird.
I've been recommended it, and I probably should watch it. I just haven't.
There's the first 3 parts on Netflix. They haven't got part 4, part 5 yet.
Is it worth watching?
Let me finish it, and I'll let you know.
There was a deep breath there. The hesitance doesn't bode well.
I'm saying if you're not into anime, I'm not sure if I would recommend this as like the first entry, like
right,
you know, like the first one.
Yeah, there's better like first impression animes that.
The only anime I actually know anything about, and this is like because it was meme value in a friendship group a while ago, like Goblin Slayer. But the only reason that one came up is because someone had likened it to basically like the Doom storyline, but medieval, basically.
It is.
But like apparently it's pretty brutal with
It's very, very brutal. Yes, first episode.
The first episode had a lot of controversy around it because it had sexual assault.
Yes. So that was according to the friend I was speaking to at the time. Apparently, that was one of the, well, I say best bits, but like best bits in terms of like what the fuck is happening facts, not like.
What I found odd was like people were so complaining about it for like on the anime. It was like it was in the comics for like years before it.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was a comic beforehand as well.
It was a manga beforehand, and I
guess it's just different reading it and then watching it.
Yeah,
it's like.
Yeah.
I feel like the anime community is a lot more vocal than the manga community with their opinions, because anime is a lot easier entry than manga, in my opinion, because it's much easier to just sit and like let the episode like 23 minutes
and to consume
consume it rather than actively reading it and like finding how to do it. I think, and also because the manga community has a lot more access to more of the information than the anime does. That's why.
Yeah, most people are just put off of mangas just because they don't even have color. Like most of them don't have color. And they're just like, how am I supposed to read something with no color?
It's like how do you read a book then? That's not mostly.
That's true. Don't know. I definitely will probably like. I mean, what you say about consuming video, right? Like, I struggle to get myself to read anything, but I will happily sit and watch like 4 hours worth of documentaries on YouTube or something. It's so much easier.
It's much easier to watch a video than.
But I feel like I consume less information from a YouTube video. But it's like there's way less entry like requirement. You just kind of click, and then wow, I've got an hour's worth of entertainment right there. But like books are a lot more. Like it's good that they're more engaging, but it makes them harder to engage with. But I don't know. Maybe that's me. I can't. Like I have 3 books on my desk right now that I'm looking at. Like should finish those ones, but
I haven't read a book in so long. The last book I can remember reading, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief.
Oh, dude, that was lit, bro. That was lit.
Yeah, it was a quality book, to be fair. Yeah.
What was the last book I read in whole?
Last book I read was something I had to do with my course.
Yeah.
In French, which was fun.
What was the last full book that I read? Probably. Can I see it? Because I can't remember the full title. Nope. Okay. It was something to do with algebra, but a typical math student reading about algebra. But
no, that's a good math student.
Yeah. So that's like
show your persecuted this clip of you saying that you read.
That I read a book on algebra. Yeah, but it was like it was. Have you seen the very short introduction series of books from Oxford University Press? Yeah. Like, right. Here's the one I'm halfway through now. It's introduction to game theory.
I know these ones.
They're not very big. So it's not like a very impressive read. It's just so like.
It's not about the size. It's about the quality.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, they are
quality over quantity.
I mean, they are pretty densely packed with info, but at the same time, it's not like, you know, it's nothing. It's nothing compared to something like this, right? Which is a pretty big book, but oh well. I haven't even started that one. I mean, I have already read that one, but I'm planning on rereading it because I don't really remember what was in it. Typically. What was the last book that you read, Muzz? Was it Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief?
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest, that was like year 11. I haven't read a book since.
Yeah. Sam, what about you? I'm pretty sure we asked this question on a previous episode, but we'll go for it.
Well, most of the
other than coursework stuff.
Yeah.
Most of the fiction books I've read are in my loft, so I can't really find them to remember. Well, I remember. What did I read? I think I'm still trying to remember what the last one I did for leisure. Because a lot of the books I've read are for my course. A lot of fiction books I've read are for my course. So I'll be thinking, oh, it was this. Oh no, wait, that was for like this course here. Because I had to read a lot of fiction for my French stuff.
Right. I mean, I don't really count books you have to read for your course because.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is also
you don't really have a choice.
As well, I had to read a piece of French literature for when I was at school to do my my IB, so basically A levels. For it. But I think the last one I read for leisure was probably. Well, it wasn't Alex Rider. What was the one? Did anyone read the Cherub series?
Nope, I know of it, but didn't read
it was. I think it was something in the Cherub series.
Right.
Because I remember that was a big thing when I was.
I've just heard the name. I honestly have no clue.
I think the whole
what that is at all.
It was like a spy. It was like a spy. Like fiction where like the whole idea was like it was an organization called Cherub where like orphaned kids would pretend as spies.
Right. Okay.
And I think a lot of the people in my school liked it just because it had a lot of violence and sex in it.
Had a lot of violence and sex in it. That was the attractive factor.
Yes.
Thankfully, none of the pages were all stuck together, so I think
Yikes.
I think everyone stayed calm when reading it.
Well, I should hope so at school. Jesus Christ. That would be. I mean, you do have some interesting stories at Birmingham, so you know, anything's possible.
Birmingham. Everything's possible in Birmingham.
All right. on that beautiful note about Birmingham.
Wait, before I go, there was a story I want to tell. Talking about funny stories about the origin of the second team.
Oh, go for it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We mentioned this a bit earlier, but maybe I'm not on, I don't think on the podcast, but there was a story where this happened only a couple days ago. So Josh came up with the second team. I'm in this. I'm in the second team provisionally until I go to Canada because I'm not going to be able to play on that ping.
Yeah.
Even if I do get ping. And as a team, I think there were 4 of us because one of our guys was playing GTA for some reason. And we're like, okay, we need a team name because we don't want to be second team name pending. And we were spitballing a bunch of names, and then what came up was Warwick Waifus.
Perfect.
One of the guys, the guy who made it has left the team for personal reasons, but it was him, IGL, and myself that decided, hey, Warwick Waifus is kind of cringe. It's kind of funny. It's a meme, so why not? But there was one guy who I'm not gonna name just because I don't want him to be embarrassed when he watches this, but he knows who he is. Was like, no, we can't be called this. I refuse to be on this team if we're called the White Waifus. And I think I know I found out the reason why. The reason being, his sister is a weeaboo.
Yeah.
So apparently she's she's considered to be a failure or something to the family, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, that's kind of yikes.
Apparently she's like super into like Japan culture, so because of that he was like, I can't be on the White Waifus, which is why we are now the thick boys. Because
I think it's an upgrade, to be honest, but
yeah, look at me, I am not
so thick. I think it's an upgrade, to be honest. There was talk of naming the third team Team A, and then putting in brackets at the putting in brackets at the end A for Adri, which I liked, but it remains to be seen what they'll actually name themselves.
I still stand by my recommendation of the Warwick Adri side hose.
Warwick Adri side hose. I feel like it has to be Adri related now, though.
It has to be.
That's like final.
Well, he's the hard carry. So
he's the hard carry. Yeah, exactly. He's like the core member of the team.
It's like not naming something after the president or something.
Yeah.
He's not. He isn't the president, but he's the president in our hearts.
Right. On that note, we've been going for like an hour now, so I think we'll call it there. But
Yeah,
thank you very much. Oh, Jesus. Thank you very much. Yep, that was right.
Yep. Internet, yes, there we go. An internet and
Jesus.
interview. I got it wrong as well.
Thank you very much for joining us.
No problem.
I hope you enjoyed. This will be released when it gets released.
Mm-hmm.
My production timeline has gone out the window. So
look, you got nothing. Well, you have. I was about to say you have nothing to do, though. But you have everything to do.
I have all the Valorant stuff to do. Yeah.
All the Valorant gameplay.
I actually have to be there in half. I haven't done any prep for training, and I have to be there in half an hour. So
yeah, you've got training up. Oh god, you need to get.
We'll see how that goes as well. Anyway.
Oh yeah, quick shout out to my stream. I don't know when this is appearing, whether it's going to be during it or after it. So if it's happening, the charity stream that I am doing for The Last of Us 2, if it's still going on, go on my Twitch. It will be like somewhere. It'll be hosted on the Warwick Esports.
Twitch.tv/the_AVGAN, right?
Yeah, that's the one. I definitely remembered my own Twitch name. And if it's not there and you didn't watch it, I hate you. You
Damn.
deserve to give me money.
What?
So
No,
For the charity.
For the charity.
Yeah, okay. My man's embezzling his donations. Jesus.